Today is the first day of Cyclone Oma. Let's check out the beach. Reading was saying already 50 knots, up to 50 knots. Let's check it out. Woohoo! A great experience standing in that little corridor when the wind was definitely around 40 to 50 knots. I don't think I'm gonna go kiting. It doesn't really look that pleasant to me, and I do kiteboarding for my own pleasure. The wind's really strong and the water movement is insane. So it's probably just gonna be a survival session. That's what it is. Sometimes you just have to give it up on the session because it's just too gnarly. Day 2 of Cyclone Oma. It's sunny today and the wind is slightly lighter than yesterday, so hopefully it'll be suitable for kiteboarding. Yesterday the wind was really gusty. It sounds pretty gusty today too, but yesterday the gusts were up to 50 knots and the sea level was really high, which was too dangerous to kiteboard. No one did kite yesterday in the area because it was just too extreme. Today it's slightly less extreme. There'll be gusts up to 35. That's what I checked so far, so hopefully no more. And the sea level is still pretty high but should be a bit more chilled, but it's still dangerous, and kiteboarding on days like this, it can get really extreme and dangerous. If your skills are not advanced and you have still hesitation, better not to go kiteboarding, because if one thing goes wrong, that's it. There is no way to fix that in wind like this, and so you really have to be sure that your gear is working, that your line's not gonna break, and that you have good skills to kiteboard. And yeah, let's check out the beach and see if it's rideable today. Conditions turn out pretty good today. The weather is on and off. Once it's sunny, once it's raining. The wind, it's okay. I have a 5-meter SST kite which has a really good D-power, so it was really easy for me to hold the kite when it was really strong. But you know, you never know, with the weather like this it can always go either way, and this was definitely a big score. The waves were amazing, just perfectly reforming in front of the shore, so it wasn't too dangerous. But yeah, you always have to be careful on a days like this, because there are so many things that can go wrong. The wind can change, can pick up, drop direction, and you might get stuck in the water. And on a day like this, there are definitely not gonna be a rescue around, because they don't really work when the weather is dangerous. So you really want to make sure you have everything dialed, that your gear is strong and safe to use in the gnarly conditions. You want to make sure that you know how to ride with your smaller kites. A day like this is definitely not a day where you want to learn your turns on a strapless board or practice your first jumps. So make sure you know what you're doing, make sure you know the rules of priority, that you're familiar with the spot that you're gonna ride, because there is no place for mistakes on those days, and if you're riding on a wave, there are different rules of priority. The person who's on a wave has right of way, so remember that. Doesn't matter port or starboard tack, person on a wave has priority. I had a great day today riding these waves. It doesn't happen that often to have such a big waves, and the only thing I can recommend you today is that respect the wind, respect the weather, and if you don't feel like kiting because it just looks dangerous or you don't feel like, just give it a miss. There'll be another windy day, so wait for that better day and have fun.